Well, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to my 2777th edition of Short Term Trading Live with Oscar. Thank you for tuning in. We love you guys. Hey, it's Sunday afternoon, and did you hear the news? Biden dropped out of the race. Now, that should make the markets go crazy, but I am here to tell you, news reports get OMNIAC's great fills. We are still going to take our trades the way the Omni presented them to me on Sunday afternoon. If we get filled when the market opens, if we get filled late at night, if we get filled Monday morning, I don't care. I'm taking those trades. We've got stops in case things go wrong. Speaking of which, this is a very risky game, so never trade without stops. Put your protective stops in first before you begin trading. So Biden drops out of the race. That should make the markets do stuff. Yes, that should make the markets do stuff people think are going to do. And that's not always what the markets will do, right? We know that when people come up with their own ideas, it's not exactly what the markets do in the end. So we're going to follow the charts for trading on Monday. That's July 21st, 2024. The Omni tells me to sell rallies at S&P, NASDAQ, Russell, and I will certainly do that. So you're looking at the Dow Jones Transportation Average, had yearly highs, tested at the double top, failed miserably, came back down for a few days. We still have a red Omni. Of course, you got, signals change daily, but we're starting off Sunday night with a red Omni. Let's go take a look at a couple of other markets here. I think 21, yes. E-mini S&P, look, oh boy, sure did fall down through that major support line that held so well, following NASDAQ, which also fell through its major support line. Let's go take a quick look at that. So NASDAQ did the same thing, but did it first. S&P was still up here by the green bar the day NASDAQ put in that red bar. So we knew the likelihood was S&P would drop, and it certainly did. Now, we are here. We're not there anymore, and it looks like there's another down day coming for the NASDAQ. At least we're going to start the day off selling rallies, and we'll see where that goes. Now, the market is coming down, and there are a lot of people out there calling for all kinds of crazy stuff, but please remember what's going on, bigger picture. Inflation is dropping dramatically. It is cooling off to the point the Fed will have no choice but to lower rates. What does that mean? This is the Bloomberg Commodity Index, which is basically the gauge of inflation, deflation. If we're getting inflation, it shows you. If we're getting deflation, it'll show you that. This has become lately the commodity deflation, if you ask me, index. So let's look here. Let's change that to deflation from inflation and see what we can do here. So let's just change the wording, because right now that's what it is. And it's showing us deflation in the markets. And what that is we were at 140 measuring what it costs for commodities and gas and everything mixed in together that's in the Bloomberg Index. Came out to 140.55 at the height of inflation during COVID. We had supply issues. Well, look at the major monstrosity of a drop that we've had since. Let me grab this little ellipse. Well, let me just grab another. Take a look at this monstrosity of a drop that we've had. So, it started up here and just never stopped, right? Down, down, down. Tries to go back up and creates now the new trend line. Can't get above, can't get above. Does break out, gets above a little, goes into a head and shoulders and is cooling off dramatically. We went from 140.55. We are currently at 97.48, and look at the drop from the head and shoulders. Down, down, down. So are you expecting a crash in the indices? No. Not with inflation coming down like this. Indices are going to react to news. That's what happens, right? Nothing goes straight up. But when you have inflation coming down like this, and we know the Fed now looking at this is probably going to lower rates, I wouldn't worry so much that this market is ready to fall apart completely, right? It's going to have its pullbacks. It always does. Remember, last time we had a pullback, looked like it was the end of the world. It was here. And NASDAQ was at 19 or 18.7, and it dropped all the way down to 17.3. These things happen. Up here we were at 29 and now we're at 19.6. You know, you get your pullbacks, right? You had another pullback along here. And we had another pullback along here. So that is par for the course in a bull market. And if they are getting ready or even considering lowering rates, that's not what pushes markets down. Lowering rates pushes markets up. So yes, we're going to obey the Omni. We're going to take a short trade for trading on the onset Sunday, Monday. But I'm not looking for a major crash. A pullback is healthy and usual in this environment. Traders, I hope that helps. You're looking at the NASDAQ chart, of course. Please like, share, and subscribe to these videos. Do that right now. I wouldn't mind at all. You can always join me at livewithoscar.com in my free trading room. No credit cards are required. Just go to Live with Oscar, fill out the form. You'll get an email. It will go to spam. I don't know why, but that's what happens these days. Your email will go to spam. Go to spam, unspam it. Just reply. You'll get your username and password, and you can join me at livewithoscar.com. And you could be in my free live trading room. I'm always there. I'm there right now while I'm filming to you. This is me waving to you in the camera right there. So why don't you come join us? We're here every day getting through these rough and tumble markets. That happens at livewithoscar.com, and there's not even a credit card required. Just come on down, fill out the forms, and I'll see you in my trading room. Traders, you know what's coming next. Say this to yourselves over and over again when you're in a trade, winning or losing, but it helps when you're in a losing trade even more. By now, you should know what that is. Are you with me? Come on, kids. 1, 2, 3. Stops are in. Hey, I heard that in the next room, you guys. Say it louder. Emotions are out. That's it, guys. Rock and roll. I will see you all at livewithoscar.com. Thank you so much for tuning in.